What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new Brawl Stars video. Today, we are going to be talking about the possibility of global release very soon. We're going to be talking about Brawl Stars turning 1. We're going to be talking about the Brawl Stars Community Roundtable 3, which I'm going to be answering the questions and stuff because, you know, I wasn't part of the video. So I want to actually just answer them on my own because I have some really fun things I want to share with those questions. But anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright guys, let's just hop right into the thick of it. First and foremost, let's talk about Brawl Stars turning 1. It has now officially been out for a year for beta release only. Obviously, we have not gone global yet. We're not on Android, just on iOS in a few regions. And a lot of people are anticipating global release before Supercell goes on vacation. Well, they put that to bed this morning. It's not going to be happening, unfortunately, before they go on vacation. But everything looks really, really promising, including the changes that they made to Showdown, making it so you can queue up for Duo in all of the Showdown maps we have right now, and making it so you can queue up for Duo or Solo at any time. So I'm really, really happy about that. Really hyped to play these, the original Showdown maps, like specifically Thousand Lakes, Skull Creek, and Feast or Famine, I think are going to be amazing maps for Duo Showdown. So I'm really hyped to go ahead and try that out. I know a lot of people were complaining about the fact we only really had one map to play with Duo Showdown, so I'm really, really hyped that we're able to actually add all of those to the roster of maps that we're going to be able to play on. Very happy, very happy. You guys don't even know, like, I love Showdown as a game mode. It's easily my favorite game mode, and I think that it's the best content on my channel usually, other than, you know, some stuff that I put more effort into, like guides and all that. Like, Showdown content's my favorite stuff to record, and generally is the best received on the channel. So very, very excited that they're making that change. Also, we're going to be getting some new skins. That's something they said they were only going to do when they figured out, you know, every other thing in the game that they wanted to do before global release. They were like not focusing on adding new brawlers, not focusing on adding skins, and now they focused on adding a couple more brawlers. We got Penny, we got Frank, and they said that, you know, skins are really the last thing that they're working on adding to. You know, it's everything else that came before it that they needed to finish first. So it's very promising looking towards global release that we're going to see it after, you know, if it's going to happen at all, it's probably going to be happening shortly after, if not, you know, at the next update, after Supercell gets back from their July vacation. As all of you guys probably know at this point, they do go on vacation for an entire month, so it's going to be August before they get back in town, and you know, we're not going to be having any new content after this update until, you know, probably a couple months after they get back. But yeah, it's pretty exciting stuff, guys. I'm really, really hyped about this update. I think that even though it's a smaller one, it's very impactful. I can't get over the Duo Showdown stuff, man. So basically, guys, this entire year has been just a whirlwind, okay? As you guys know, the day that this game came out, I got it on my phone and I started making videos on it, and I was so excited about it because there's just a great foundation that went into it. The core gameplay loop, you know, playing and then upgrading your brawlers and then, you know, getting better at them and then going back into ranked and then, you know, pushing trophies. That's the core gameplay loop. And I really, really think it's a fantastic loop. It's probably one of the best loops and best foundations I've ever seen in a mobile game, and I've said it a bunch of times, but it'll be one of the biggest missed opportunities in the history of mobile gaming if they do not go global with Brawl Stars. So definitely very, very just, I don't know, man. It's been a weird year because at the same time, like, my channel hasn't grown very much in the past year. I've put down Pokemon Duel, obviously. That was the biggest growth changer for my channel, and a lot of people are still upset about that. So definitely, you know, the community's grown, but it hasn't been significant, obviously, since I put down Pokemon Duel. So any other, you know, goal-oriented YouTuber would probably be, you know, a little bit taken back by that, maybe a little bit disappointed at the lack of growth, but I really can't say that I am. This is something that I anticipate, you know, in the future. I'm doing all this in anticipation of what Brawl Stars will eventually be as an esport, as a game, as a community. And it's been absolutely fantastic making all of the friends that I have, whether you are, you know, someone that comes out to stream, someone that watches my videos, someone that I talk to in the comments on Discord, someone that I've, you know, talk to as far as just being another content creator and we're friends and we talk like that, someone who's, you know, part of the same club I am with Supercell and being able to give you guys dev build footage and commentary and all that fun stuff. There's a lot of different people that I have to thank for being awesome this year, And I couldn't possibly thank everyone at once in this video. Just be going on and on and on and on and on. But thank you guys so much for being a part of this year of content creation since last June 15th. It was a great time then. It's been a great time for the last year. Through thick and thin, through all the things that I've had go on health-wise and all that. I mean, you guys have been there the whole entire time, so I cannot thank you guys enough. It has been a great year to make videos for this fantastic community, the Coop and Brawl Stars as a whole. So now, guys, we've actually got a few questions that were, answered by everyone in the roundtable. I just wanted to go over them on my own video because, again, I did not take part in the video. So, first and foremost, if you were a developer and you could change one thing about the game last year, what would it be? I would have to say that the only thing that I would change is most likely fixing the joysticks on iPad. I can play it on my phone fine. Brawl Stars on my phone, fantastic. I love it. It's very, very smooth. It feels great. The joysticks, even though they're drift joysticks, don't feel bad, okay? They feel fine. And the movement axis for your thumbs actually work out very, very well. On the iPad, not so much, man. Not so much. They definitely do not feel very great, and I don't like the fact that the joystick drifts on the iPad because the movement axis for your thumb on the iPad is much different than on your phone. And the way that you hold an iPad is a lot different than on your phone. So the drift joystick just doesn't work very well, in my opinion, on the iPad. Some people have different opinions on that. I've heard a lot of people saying in the comments that they really want the iPad movement specifically fixed, though. And I definitely tend to agree. I've lost quite a few matches because of it. That is the only thing, I think, at this point that I would change about Brawl Stars actively from what it was a year ago. I would make it so the movement joystick is fixed. That's basically it. Over the past year, what was your favorite memory of Brawl Stars? I mean, obviously, I have some content-related ones, and I have some game-related ones. I think that my best memory as far as content-related ones are concerned were when I was recording the Crow guide specifically. I remember recording some Showdown matches, and I actually had to, rank them in my head and figure out which was the best clip because I had so many good Showdown clips when I was recording that guide. Crow was in a great place balance-wise at that point, and I feel like I was really at my peak as far as my skill was with Crow. I just was on a roll. I won a whole bunch of matches in a row. I probably pushed around 100 trophies purely in Showdown. And that was in the low 300s, so that's pretty significant. I actually haven't gained too many trophies from that time because that was such a ridiculous push. I just haven't been able to push him since then. And I feel like that was probably my favorite memory as a content creator of playing the game because it was just crazy. Trying to choose a clip to put at the beginning of that guide video was so difficult because there were so many good clips. I really, really enjoyed it. And I'd have to say, as purely a content creator, my favorite memory easily is just getting to know everybody in the community. The Brawl Stars YouTuber community is really unique in the fact that we really don't have very many bad eggs, so to speak. I mean, obviously, every community is going to have, people that spread negativity over positivity and everything, but overall, our community is really, really tight-knit, and that's just a fantastic thing. I'm really, really happy about how it's developed over the last year and all the people that I've met purely because of Brawl Stars. It's kind of incredible, guys, and the friendships that I've forged and everything, and the content creation that's going to come in the future from collabs and all that. It's a really, really nice community to be a part of and make content for. So thank you guys if you're watching this. I really do appreciate how you welcomed me in with open arms and all the kind words everybody's had for me. Compare the game as it is now to a year ago. What is your favorite change? Duo Showdown, end question. Favorite game mode, easily fantastic change. I absolutely love it, taking advantage of the fact that people are probably going to be talking and queuing up with friends, so they're not as likely to team. It means that you're not going to have to worry about teaming in that game mode specifically, at least very often. Very, very excited about that game mode before it came out, and it was absolutely fantastic. Blew away my already high expectations. I love it. It's so much fun, and I can't wait to see future maps that they come out with for it. If you were a developer and you could implement one thing in the next year, what would it be? Guys, I've got to say, I've been a big proponent of the day and night cycles and dynamic gameplay and trying to come up with ideas and stuff for maps to be dynamic and gameplay to be dynamic and, be randomized, change over time, and be different literally every game. if I could implement one thing, I would 100% do that. You know, behind that, probably like a structured tournament setting and everything, like 1v1s and all that fun stuff. But I will say that dynamics as a whole, making it so, you know, there's day and night cycles, so maps can change over time, stuff like that, making it so, you know, I heard Ryan actually mention that there could be like a Pac-Man type of thing where you go in one side of the map and pop out the other side, or maybe even, you know, a train running through the middle of the map or something like that. We've been talking about rivers running and streams running through maps, maybe destroyable, you know, bridges and tiles like that, or even going so far as adding new modes and possibly new types of tiles that look different and have a different feel to them, like a post-apocalyptic tile set, or, you know, things like that. Like that was my first thought, was like a city tile set, post-apocalypse tile set, you know, a jungle tile set, stuff like that, where it's just crazy and there's a lot of different graphical changes and it feels different, but maybe the actual core maps aren't necessarily different at their base foundation. You know, maybe the placements of the barriers and all of the bushes and everything like that are the same, but, you know, the actual core maps look so much different because they have different tile sets. And dynamics and just generally visual appeal are really important to me. So I do think that that's what I would add if I was a developer, could add anything I wanted into the game. And guys, that is about it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Definitely was a very, very fun one to record, going down the memory lane of just looking back on some of my first videos ever. I can't get over how much this community's grown over time, and we've established so many really, really cool events and things that have happened as just a direct result of our dedication to the game. And that, combined with the dedication of the development team, has just been awesome and just conducive to just a generally really fantastic community that pours out just amazing content, whether that be, you know, the amazing fan art that's come out, or amazing videos that have come out, or events, or anything. You know, you have Coach Corey with the Pro Brawl League. We've been doing the YouTuber tournament. We're going to be having a really highly produced event that's going to be surrounding the finals of that particular tournament, so I'm very excited about that. So much just fun production stuff going on behind the scenes, and overall, it's just been great to be a part of. So thank you guys for an awesome year. Here's to another fantastic year of Brawl Stars. We've got confirmation at this point that the clock is on, the timer is on, it's ticking and ready, and we are going to be either having Brawl Stars completely shut down, in which case that would suck, and this is the last, you know, yearly update video that we're going to be having on the channel for it. But in the case that it's going to be going for another year, it will be out by this time 1 year from now. So 2019, 6/15/2019, specifically June 15th, 2019, we will have global release and Android release, or we will have nothing. So that is pretty insane to say, but it's definitely going to be coming sometime in the next year, if it's going to come at all. I hope so, man. I really, really hope so. Otherwise, have a fantastic day, guys. As always, if you have ideas for future videos you'd like to see as far as Brawl Stars or anything else is concerned, drop it down in the comment section below. And until the next one, guys, peace.